Gaffer, 3 games left, obviously starting on Saturday with a home fixture against Scunthorpe. You mentioned to the press there that there'll be potentially a few changes to manage the squad.
Yeah, there's boys who've got knocks and boys who've got situations. Bozzy was the one I think we were talking about in there, who's on 14 yellows, who gets a 3-game ban if he gets a 15th. And we'd be crazy to incur that as a burden on us at the beginning of next season. So we're going to have to give him a breather. And not something you want to do, not something you like to do, but something that it makes no sense not to do. So we talked about him. Foz obviously will miss out. There's 1 or 2 inside today. Tails has got a little strain that may well keep him out at the weekend. So there's things that will change, but there's lads who I want to have a look at as well. It's really important to us to get the balance right. We don't want to be putting a side out there and saying, look, we've got some terrific performances from our bright young players. They looked so good, played some good football in patches, but came second. We want to be better than that for the fans. The fans are buying season tickets at the beginning of the year to come along and watch the team win. They don't want to come along and just see young players given a chance. But I'm sure everyone will appreciate at the same time that giving young players a chance this time of year is really important, and they'll see some bright talent on display. I think bright talent that has come forward far enough for me to trust it to win football matches as well. We've had lads in the background. Adil, he made a start against Bradford. It didn't go terrifically well in terms of the result on the day, but he's knuckled down and trained very hard behind the scenes, and he's really starting to look ready to impose himself on the first team. And it'll be good to see him get out there and show what he can do. He's training terrifically well. He's played very well in the reserve games that we've had, and I think he's ready to show people what he's truly made of. Step up to the plate and show why we brought him here. So yeah, some exciting things to get our heads around in the next couple of games at home, and obviously we want to finish the season strongly.
Yeah, of course the fans don't necessarily see that behind the scenes. There is reasons behind why certain players are not involved, because they're obviously at different levels in terms of their fitness and ready for Football League, action. So I suppose that needs to be taken into consideration as well from their part.
Yeah, I sit with the players and talk about the physical, mental, technical, tactical, team, professional, personal characteristics that it takes to succeed at this level. And they've all got their development plans. They all work away on the training ground, inside, with the analysts, with the staff, to improve on a day-to-day basis. Some of the lads that we brought here in January were never going to be great players for us between January and May of this year. They were investments in the future of the football club, and we've been working really hard to take them to the next level. Whether that be their physical development, their mental development, their tactical development, and so on. So there's been really good progress made with a lot of the players. I think some of them are going to be stars of the future for sure. Some of them, will start to come through now. They've been in that melting pot, developing and growing, and I think we'll see some really good things from them quickly. So it's an exciting time. It's an exciting squad. Nobody wants to keep being promised tomorrow, but at the same time, there has been a lot of good work, and some of that will start to show signs.
At the other end of the age spectrum, you mentioned in there that it might be an opportunity to give Mark Tyler some minutes in between the sticks, particularly with Ben nursing a little bit of an injury. Yeah,
Ben has struggled with a little pubic issue. He's got a little strain in there. We're not sure if it's a hernia and need a little bit of surgery in the summer or not. So I was going to rest him at the weekend and give Tyles some minutes. I just felt that at home, in front of the home crowd, it was the right time for Tyles to pull on a shirt and get back out there. He's got legendary status at the football club, and for him to come back home and people to say welcome, it adds a sense of purpose, I think, to the weekend. So I look forward to seeing him get out there. Hopefully Ben will be fit enough to pull the gloves on the bench. I'm not sure on that yet, but it'd be good for Tyles, as I say, to get out there and give the fans a lift and a real sense of purpose on the day.
Finally, what kind of a game are you expecting? Scunthorpe obviously sort of flirted towards the playoffs. They've won the last 3, so they're in decent form.
Every game in this league, whether you're playing the side at the bottom, whether you're playing a side at the top, every game is winnable and every game is losable. And it's always up to you. It's always up to you to get your levels right. We saw, the dedication and commitment and application of the players in the second half the other night, and that was really promising for me to see, because that's the side of the game that we've never been fantastic at. I've probably bemoaned our lack of organisation and work ethic and defensive discipline since I've been here, but also been so excited by the flair in the attacking play. And if we can put together what we saw in the second half in terms of a togetherness and a work ethic and a desire and a hunger and an organisation, and if we can blend that with the attacking threats we showed when we went to Colchester last weekend, and then we're going to be in business. And I think if you imagine the vision of that attacking flair and that counter-attacking play and that passing quality that we saw at Colchester coming through alongside the second half the other night, you're imagining a very good side. And I know we've got a lot of very good ingredients here. We've been bringing them together despite the changes, the player losses and injuries and what have you. And I think the seeds are there. The seeds are sown. It's a question of capitalising. In the last 3 games, if we can show some really positive moves forward in those directions, that'll be good for everyone at the club.